Blackhawk is a classic Quality Comics character. Quality Comics is one of the companies that was acquired by DC Comics after the Golden Age, just before the Silver Age. Blackhawk is the leader of a squad of aviators who fought during World War II against the Axis and for the Allies, but they were independent. He was their leader. He's a Polish character. The rest of the Blackhawks came from all over the place, different races, different countries, but he was their leader. This is one of the versions of Blackhawk. I would have preferred the darker one, but that one is a chase figure and I didn't get it. This is the one that was available and that's the one I've got. This Blackhawk came with several weapons. In the past, other DC Multiverse action figures did not come with so many weapons. So if you have a Sergeant Rock, some of those weapons could be used for Sergeant Rock. Since they're in the same time era, they're compatible. So having so many weapons here can make up for the lack of weapon that Sergeant Rock had. This is Hervé from Comic Book Bin, fill you in since 2002. Like and subscribe. Now Blackhawk is kind of a paramilitary type of guy. I'm not exactly sure who funds the Blackhawks in the comics, but they do get some funding because they all have nice jets. Maybe he's kind of a take on Terry and the Pirates or Steve Canyon. Aviators and type of pirates were kind of popular in the Golden Age, and that was Quality Comics' version of that in a sense. And he came with a band of other characters and so on, and had adventures, often in the Pacific, so on. So this is the figure, and here I've got the Steve Trevor action figure, the Golden Age Steve Trevor, and the buck is almost the same. The legs are exactly the same, military. The arms, including the hands, are exactly the same. I suspect that whatever piece they've got underneath here is the same that they've got here. It's just the rubber overlay here and the same one here, which is different. But everything else is the Steve Trevor from Wonder Woman. It's the exact same figure. Now, you can remove the hat and replace it with just a hairpiece. The hairpiece doesn't go fully well. It looks kind of odd when you try to put it on the character's head. You have to really push it down. Doesn't always work. See, I'm having problems doing it now. If you don't do it, you're gonna get a Fred Flintstone back neck here. Looks like some guy from the 50s. Okay, I think kind of got it on this side. Okay, there you go. So this is how he looks without the hat. The articulation is very simple. Full articulation, obviously. You can bend him, but the plastic overlay here stops that. You can bend the knees, so on. This is the figure. Now the highlight of this figure is the fact that it came with so many weapons, which were needed, because if you've got a Sergeant Rock, he didn't have any weapons. Now, they were from the same era, so you can equip your Sergeant Rock with all of these weapons here. They're compatible with Sergeant Rock, and even with Steve Trevor if you want to give him a weapon, like a larger military weapon instead of just pistol. So you can use all of that with your DC Multiverse action figures. We suspect that McFarlane was not allowed to make weapons earlier, but now that they can, they're almost done with the license with DC. So now they're pulling all the weapons that we wanted to see them have early on. So you can use that, or you can just use the pistol that comes with it. This is the hat, and the airpiece is attached to the hat here. I think he looks good without the hat also. I would have preferred the darker version, the dark blue version, but it's a chase figure and I don't feel like chasing right now. It's probably even more expensive too. The place where I buy my figures also was sold out of that version very quickly, and I think he looks great with Steve Trevor. Let me go get Sergeant Rock. This is Sergeant Rock here, and they all look good together. I had to give him another weapon, but I'm going to change Sergeant Rock's weapon with one of those. By the way, they're bending. Okay, they're not perfect weapons. Okay, they bend a bit too much, so just be aware of that. Okay, they're not perfect weapons, but at least they're gonna look good together. I think I'm going to create a display with all three of them with some of the other Golden Age characters. They'll look good together. So this is Blackhawk, and hopefully you can find him. Again, I say it's a good figure, and yeah, this was my review for him. He's not a special figure, and he's not everybody's favorite. He's a classic character that's been at DC for years, since they bought Quality, but he's not a special figure per se, or a special character per se. We see him often, but nothing else to say about that. This is Hervé from Comic Book Bin, fill you in since 2002. Like and subscribe.